They thought the targeting would destroy you. They believed the weight of their attacks would silence your light. But here's the truth. Every attempt to break you only activated your power. What they didn't realize is that pressure doesn't shatter diamonds, it forges them. You, chosen one, are the unstoppable force they never saw coming. Today, we're claiming the truth. The targeting didn't defeat you. It awakened the superpowers you didn't even know you had. Let's show the world why you're still here, still rising, and more untouchable than ever. Through the crucible of trials, your essence sharpens to wield spiritual superpowers, powers not granted but forged in the fires of persistence and awareness. Heightened intuition becomes your compass, its needle attuned to the unseen movements of existence. It doesn't merely alert you to shifts in energy, it penetrates facades and illuminates what lies beneath. You sense patterns others overlook, anticipate turns before they take shape, and understand truths unspoken yet deafening. This is not passive observation. It is an active, dynamic attunement, a dialogue with the currents of reality. Energy healing flows through you as a force both subtle and formidable. It does not serve as an escape from negativity, but as a reshaping of it. Where fractures exist, you guide restoration. Where chaos brews, you channel balance. Not as a savior, but as a catalyst. Harmony extends outward because it first takes root within. Clairvoyance and claircognizance shatter the boundaries of perception. These are not flashes of inspiration. They are moments of crystalline certainty arising from a depth that others cannot access. Divine insights become actionable knowledge in your hands, carving paths through ambiguity. Chaos bends under the weight of your clarity, not by accident, but by the undeniable gravity of your awareness. These are powers born not of chance, but of mastery over yourself. They demand not merely endurance, but transformation. Declare it in the comments. My power is divine. If you felt the transformation in your life, you already know you're unstoppable. Emotional regulation is not a fragile calmness, it is an indomitable center. Negativity claws, chaos screams, but they find no foothold in you. Your emotions, once a wild torrent, are now a controlled force. They are neither suppressed nor ignored, but understood and guided. Even in the eye of conflict, you exude stillness that silences turbulence. Others may waver, consumed by reaction, but you transform feelings into precision, clarity, and strength. Mental clarity cuts through the fog of illusion like a blade. Deceptions unravel under your gaze. Distractions lose their grip. You see what is real, what is necessary, and act decisively. Purpose illuminates your actions, banishing doubt and hesitation. Where others scatter, chasing shadows, you claim focus as your domain. You are unwavering, deliberate, unstoppable. You command magnetic leadership not through demands, but through the sheer gravity of your actions and presence. Leadership is not granted, it is earned by the authenticity of your choices. When you act with purpose, others follow not because they are told to, but because they recognize strength in its truest form. Your energy speaks louder than words, compelling those around you to rise to their potential. Leadership is not about taking control. It is about guiding others to find their own. Creative problem-solving becomes your weapon of choice when obstacles arise. Challenges do not intimidate you. They provoke a relentless ingenuity within. You transform limitations into stepping stones, seeing solutions in places others cannot fathom. When faced with chaos, you do not react, you strategize. Your mind moves like water, adapting, carving new paths, creating opportunities where there were none before. What others call impossible becomes inevitable under your gaze. Manifestation mastery is the alignment of your intent with forces greater than yourself. This is not wishful thinking, it is focused willpower honed through discipline. You see what needs to be done, align every thought, word, and action with that vision, and watch reality bend in response. Your dreams are not fleeting desires, but declarations of purpose. Through clarity and precision, you do not simply hope, you create. I remember being at my lowest. The air was thick with the weight of others' doubts, their judgments seeping into every corner of my existence. They didn't just question me, they questioned the very essence of who I was becoming. Their words weren't weapons, they were whispers, calculated to plant seeds of uncertainty. Yet amidst that noise, a realization struck me like thunder. My peace disrupted their chaos. My stillness wasn't weakness, it was a power they couldn't comprehend. What was meant to tear me down became the fire that forged me. Each doubt hurled my way became fuel, every sneer a spark that lit the embers of something unstoppable. It wasn't about proving them wrong, it was about proving myself right. I didn't rise because I had to, I rose because staying low was never an option. In their chaos, I found clarity. In their attempts to weaken me, I found my strength. You felt this too, haven't you? That moment when everything meant to break you instead opened a door to something greater. When you realize that your peace, your stillness, is not a flaw, but a force. Opposition is not random, it is precision, a force that chooses you because you are capable of enduring it. The weight of being targeted, of standing under the scrutiny of forces designed to break you, is not punishment, it is transformation. You are sharpened through this pressure, every attempt to diminish you becoming a tool to refine your edges. Those who oppose you often reveal your strengths in their attempt to exploit your vulnerabilities. It is through this confrontation that hidden reservoirs of power are unearthed. This targeting is not chaos, it is divine precision. It presses against the places you least expect, demanding action, adaptation, and growth. Weakness is exposed, not to humiliate you, but to fortify it. Every moment of resistance builds within you a strength that cannot be easily defined, but is unmistakably yours. The intensity of the pressure is a testament to your potential. The greater the opposition, the more immense the force you are meant to become. Do not mistake the targeting for mere adversity. It is alignment, pushing you toward your highest form. The opposition exists to challenge you because it knows what you are capable of even before you do. Under that divine pressure, you do not merely survive, you transform into the weapon that no force can break. You have been tested in ways that cut deep into the essence of who you are. Each form of targeting meant to challenge the foundations of your being. Emotional targeting strikes first, wielding tools like gaslighting, manipulation, and rejection. These are not simple affronts. They are designed to twist your sense of reality, to make you doubt your instincts. Yet, in the furnace of this distortion, you forge an unshakable emotional core. You no longer seek validation from external forces because you learn to trust what cannot be stolen, your own truth. This strength becomes your shield, deflecting further attempts to fracture your spirit. Social targeting isolates you, casting you into the void of judgment and rejection. The loneliness is sharp, yet it is here that you find your truest power: independence. When the opinions of others no longer shape your identity, you step into the rarest kind of authenticity. You learn that approval is fleeting, but your alignment with self is eternal. Every glance of judgment becomes a reflection of their limits, not yours. In that isolation, you build yourself, not for others, but for the fullness of who you are. Spiritual targeting is the most enigmatic, manifesting as psychic attacks or disruptions in your energetic balance. These are no accidents. They are challenges to awaken your latent spiritual mastery. When energies press against you, you learn to fortify your field, to discern what aligns with your essence and reject what seeks to diminish it. Through these trials, you transform into an untouchable force, navigating the unseen with clarity and command. Like Psyche in Greek mythology, whose trials demanded impossible strength and resolve, you rise closer to divine enlightenment with each challenge. Her path was fraught with tasks meant to break her, yet each step unveiled her higher form. So too does your targeting serve not to destroy but to elevate. Comment it below. I thrive under pressure. If resistance only fuels your rise, that's why the Obsidian Inner Order exists, for the unstoppable forces like you. This isn't a feel-good club. It's a council of game changers who own their destiny. Every week, over 450 power players step into electrifying calls that aren't just conversations. They're strategies for ascension. And when the moment hits, these aren't fleeting sparks. They're recorded so you can channel the energy anytime you're ready to launch your next move. The private Discord, it's not just a space, it's a living, breathing oracle of transformation. Here, the world's sharpest minds and souls trade secrets you won't hear anywhere else. For the seekers hungry for mastery, dive into modern manifestation mechanics, our exclusive grimoire. With 3 chapters unlocked for members, you'll learn how to turn your home into an energetic abundance magnet, wield foundational spellcraft to manifest in the physical realm, and channel otherworldly forces to elevate your reality. But that's not all. You'll also access interviews with real targeted individuals and video specials so potent they make the YouTube archons tremble. This isn't a membership, it's a movement. It's where the chosen gather, where ascension accelerates, and where destinies are rewritten. What are you waiting for? The search ends here. The rise begins now. The link is waiting in the description. Step into your power. You feel it before you can name it. The restlessness, the undeniable discomfort with what once felt familiar. This is no ordinary unease. It is the vibration of change pressing against the walls of your reality, demanding expansion. You are being prepared, though it may feel like dismantling. The life you once built with certainty now seems too small, its edges confining. This is not failure, it is growth that refuses to be caged. Breakthroughs arrive with startling clarity, seemingly from nowhere, but these are not random gifts. They are the manifestation of the energy you've shifted and aligned with through perseverance. The opportunities that emerge are reflections of the work you've done in silence, the seeds planted in the dark now bursting into view. Each one propels you closer to a higher state, but they require your readiness, action, decisiveness, and courage to claim what is yours. Relationships shift like tectonic plates, unearthing what no longer serves you. Old connections dissolve, not from malice, but because their purpose in your life has been fulfilled. At the same time, new alliances form, drawn to the person you are becoming rather than the person you were. These shifts are not loss, they are alignment. You are stepping into a space where everything matches your rising frequency, whether or not you feel ready. Higher levels are not simply goals achieved. They are entire dimensions of existence where influence, responsibility, and spiritual growth intertwine. As you rise, your presence commands greater impact, not through force, but through undeniable authenticity. Influence becomes a natural extension of who you are, drawing others to your leadership. This isn't a role you seek. It is a mantle placed upon you because you've shown you can bear its weight. Spiritual growth accelerates alongside this expansion, grounding you in clarity while opening new realms of understanding. Tangible manifestations accompany this ascension. Financial independence emerges as a byproduct of aligning your purpose with your actions. Leadership roles find you because you've proven not only your capability, but your unwavering integrity. These rewards are not random. They are earned through the trials that shaped your resilience and sharpened your vision. Every step forward is marked by greater responsibility, but also by greater freedom. Navigating these transitions requires trust, a certainty that divine timing moves in precision. You step into opportunities not with hesitation, but with the confidence of one who knows they are aligned with their destiny. Like Edmond Dantes in The Count of Monte Cristo, betrayal and hardship are not your ends. They are catalysts. He rose from imprisonment to mastery, his trials refining him into an unstoppable force. So too do you rise stronger with each challenge. You carry power that ripples beyond yourself, shaping energies and shifting realities for those around you. Teaching and mentoring are not acts of instruction, they are acts of transference, of sharing the wisdom and strength you've earned through trials. You guide others not by lecturing, but by showing them the pathways you've carved, the obstacles you've dismantled. Your spiritual journey becomes a map, not for replication, but for inspiration, helping others discover their unique trajectories toward growth. Leadership is no longer confined to titles. It becomes the force behind initiatives that heal and transform. Whether you are uplifting individuals or galvanizing communities, your ability to align purpose with action becomes a beacon of change. You move with clarity and conviction, creating spaces where others feel empowered to step into their own light. The transformations you spark are not temporary fixes, they are profound shifts in how people perceive their worth and potential. Your creative and practical skills become instruments of elevation. Through words, actions, or innovations, you uplift the collective. You do not simply produce, you design with intent, ensuring that every contribution enriches the whole. Your actions influence the collective consciousness, sending out waves of healing, growth, and transformation. The energy you release does not dissipate, it expands, catalyzing a movement greater than yourself. Like Florence Nightingale, who didn't just heal individuals, but dismantled outdated systems to rebuild better ones, your power isn't limited to isolated acts. She used her abilities to revolutionize healthcare, channeling her strength into creating a legacy of compassion and efficiency. You, too, channel your superpowers toward enduring impact. What you do today alters the very structure of what is to come, ensuring that your presence is felt long after you've moved forward. Recognize this ripple effect. Understand that what you contribute, whether through your voice, actions, or energy, has the capacity to shift entire dynamics. You are not here to blend in. You are here to redefine what is possible. Divine protection surrounds you, not as a shield against all harm, but as a force that redirects what would destroy you into what refines you. Angelic intervention is not a myth. It is the unseen hand that steadies you when the ground beneath your feet threatens to collapse. In moments of danger, when everything feels as if it might break, you are preserved, not by chance but by design. This protection doesn't isolate you from challenges, it ensures you rise through them, unbroken and transformed. Synchronicities become the language of divine guidance. These are not coincidences, they are intentional markers, affirming that you are moving in alignment with something greater. A phrase overheard, a number repeated, a path that suddenly clears. These signs are the whispers of forces guiding you forward. You don't need to seek them. They reveal themselves when you are ready, a quiet assurance that you are exactly where you need to be. Even the most impossible challenges resolve in ways you cannot anticipate. Obstacles that seemed insurmountable dissolve. Paths that appeared blocked unfold, and solutions arise from sources you didn't know existed. This is not luck. It is the interplay of your will, your perseverance, and divine orchestration. Trust in this protection. Spiritual battles are not accidents. They are the resistance that rises when you are stepping into higher dimensions of your purpose. Opposition arrives in patterns, persistent negativity that clings to every interaction, attacks that feel personal yet emerge from the collective shadows of fear and control. People and circumstances become conduits for this resistance, pressing against your energy, trying to unseat your focus and clarity. This is not to deter you. It is to test the depth of your commitment and the strength of your resolve. Internally, the battlefield expands. Fear whispers insidious doubts, creating echoes of inadequacy that threaten to paralyze you. Self-doubt attempts to erode your confidence, while fatigue seeps into your spirit, tempting you to surrender. These are not signs of failure, but markers of transformation. The intensity of these battles reflects the magnitude of what you are becoming. The greater the resistance, the greater the truth of your rise. Spiritual interference is real. It arrives as psychic attacks, disturbing dreams, or unexplained disruptions in your peace. These forces seek to destabilize you, but their presence reveals your power. They only press against what they perceive as a threat to the status quo. Through vigilance, grounding, and mastery over your energetic boundaries, you transmute these battles into victories. You hold tools forged by wisdom and empowered by divine energy, tools that shield you and amplify your strength in spiritual battles. Energy clearing practices are not mere rituals. They are weapons against the unseen forces seeking to drain or destabilize you. Smudging clears the stagnant negativity clinging to your space, while grounding roots you in unshakable stability, anchoring your energy when everything else feels chaotic. Crystals serve as amplifiers and protectors, their vibrations reinforcing your intent and creating barriers against interference. Strengthening spiritual habits is not optional, it is essential. Prayer aligns your voice with divine power, creating a resonance that cannot be ignored. Meditation, far from passive stillness, is a disciplined act of reclaiming clarity and balance, where you silence the noise and tap into unassailable peace. These practices are not about escape, they are about preparation. Through them you rise equipped, alert, and fortified. Community is your sanctuary and your strategy. Building alliances with like-minded individuals creates a collective power that sustains you. Together, you amplify resilience, sharing wisdom and strength in a way that isolates opposition. Harriet Tubman's unyielding resolve, "I never ran my train off the track and I never lost a passenger," reflects the same truth. With purpose, discipline, and support, no force can derail you. Comment below, "I conquer the unseen," if you've battled forces most wouldn't believe. You know when a connection begins to feel like a weight instead of a force. Toxic influences reveal themselves subtly at first. An offhand comment that cuts deeper than it should. A pattern of behavior that seems designed to drain your energy. A constant undercurrent of envy or sabotage masked as concern. These are not mere irritations. They are barriers to your higher purpose. They destabilize, distract, and attempt to tether you to what no longer serves you. Your growth threatens those unwilling to confront their stagnation, and their passive aggressiveness or attempts to undermine you are not accidents. They are deliberate, though often cloaked in subtlety. Recognizing this is not judgment, it is clarity. Those who cannot align with your purpose will only seek to pull you away from it, knowingly or not. This misalignment isn't personal, it is spiritual. They are simply not meant to ascend with you. The cleansing process is an act of trust and courage. Divine intervention often does the work you hesitate to begin, orchestrating circumstances that make harmful connections fall away. Trust this. Letting go is not loss, it is creation. When you release relationships that no longer align, you create space for connections that amplify your energy and match your purpose. This renewal is not abandonment, it is ascension. Your circle becomes sacred, filled only with those who propel you forward. I once trusted those who seemed loyal, their words smooth and their presence seemingly supportive. But loyalty is not built on surface appearances. It is tested in the subtle, quiet actions that reveal true intent. Over time, I began to notice the inconsistencies, the offhand remarks disguised as humor, the passive resistance to my growth masked as concern. Their energy didn't elevate. It clung, it drained, it planted doubts in spaces where confidence should have thrived. I dismissed the signs at first, unwilling to confront what I already knew deep within. Trust blinds you when you want to believe in someone's goodness, even as their actions whisper otherwise. But divine intervention does not wait for comfort. It clears paths unapologetically. When this connection was removed, I felt the shift immediately. The air lightened, my vision sharpened, and the progress that had once felt stifled began to flow again. Only in their absence did I fully see how much they had blocked my growth. Now I surround myself with those whose energy aligns with mine, whose presence uplifts rather than burdens. Boundaries are not walls, they are gates that allow only what serves my purpose to enter. I protect my energy not out of fear, but out of reverence for my path. My circle is sacred, built only with those who amplify my rise. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to be. Every trial, every ounce of resistance has not weakened you, it has forged you. The power you now hold was born from fire, shaped by the very forces that sought to silence you. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. The targeting, the opposition, the battles you fought, they were not signs of your failure, but proof of your purpose. You've emerged sharper, stronger, and more resilient, unyielding in the face of adversity. Your superpowers are no longer latent. They are alive within you, waiting for you to wield them with precision and purpose. The challenges that once seemed insurmountable are now beneath you, stepping stones to your ascension. This is not the end of your transformation. It is the beginning of your command over the energy that moves through you. You are here to lead, to inspire, and to ignite transformation in others. Your rise is not just personal, it is a declaration to all who witness you that growth is unstoppable, that resilience is a force, and that light always overcomes darkness. Remember, the very darkness that tried to extinguish your light only made it shine brighter. You are here to rise, thrive, and lead. Now share your story. Let the world see the strength that was never meant to be hidden.